What's going on, guys? Welcome to Inside the Horseshoe. My name is Matt, and yesterday was the first episode of the Hard Knocks in season with the Indianapolis Colts. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on this episode, but before I do that, if you're new or if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate if you would click that subscribe button. Also, click the bell icon. That way, you're notified whenever I upload a video or go live. If you like this video, smack the like button. Let me know your thoughts down below on the episode. What did you like? What did you not like? All that good stuff. And also, if you have a Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description down below. When they announced that they were going to be doing an in-season edition of Hard Knocks on the Colts, I was very excited. I loved the idea from the start. I'm always fascinated by this stuff. Just seeing how an NFL team operates from the meetings, practices, the games, and anything else in between. I've always been fascinated by this stuff, and I'm always looking for more information whenever I can get it. So when they announced that they were going to be doing an in-season edition of Hard Knocks, I was super excited already. I was going to watch on day one. It could have been on any team, the Jets, the Jags, the Patriots, even. I was going to watch on day one. I loved this idea. And then you throw the Colts on top of it, and I'm over the moon with excitement. So now we're here. All the anticipation has led to this day. We finally have our first episode. What did I think about it? No surprise. I loved the episode. Absolutely loved it. For the same reason why I love Hard Knocks. Just seeing an inside look on how an NFL team operates, the meetings, the practices, just how the players are off the field and with their families. I loved everything I saw from this episode. I thought it was perfect time, perfect run time. I loved how the episode started too, where we go from the beginning of the year up to Jacksonville. Loved it. Loved how they built up to it. It was really cool because it added some stakes, at least to me. It felt like it added more stakes, at least to the series. Something I really liked. One thing I really liked that I want to talk about that stuck out to me was during all the meetings that they're having for the Jacksonville game, and the special teams coach, Bubba Ventrone, he's talking with his special teams, and he's talking about how Jacksonville isn't the best when it comes to protecting the punt. They're not great when it comes to, blocking the defense that's coming at them to try to block their punts. And he's saying, okay, so we need Zaire Franklin to come up here and he's going to block it. And everything he said right there happened. That was awesome. Loved seeing that. Just absolutely loved it. And again, just seeing the families, Carson with his wife and daughter, that was a really nice moment to see, of course. Going into this, I figured there would be at least two stars on the show. One is going to be Jim Irsay, and I believe he will be a big star on the show. The other is Darius Leonard, and boy, oh boy, did he live up to it. He is going to be a huge star on this show. In fact, when this is over, people are going to look back on it and say Darius Leonard was awesome on the show, and he was great. Loved everything I saw from him. He was hilarious when he was on the field. I loved the little interaction that he had with the facility people where he was joking about how people thought he was too small. He's like, my height and weight that hasn't changed since I got here in 2018. He was joking around. I thought that was wonderful. He was joking around with the ref about where the ball was placed. He's like, yeah, it probably should be 6 inches back here. And the ref's like, look, it's great right there. Isn't it wonderful? I thought that was funny. It was a great interaction. It's just nice to see players and refs joking around. So that really stuck out to me. And then when he's off the field, it's just crazy how he turns it off like that. Like just a snap of a finger turns off that maniac in him and just becomes a normal guy, just a normal chill dude. And I don't think anybody should be surprised by that, but it's crazy how fast he turns it off, or at least it seems like how fast he turns it off. I loved everything I saw from him. One person I didn't think of that was going to be a star in the show who absolutely stole this week's episode was Darius Leonard's daughter, Mia. She was absolutely adorable. The whole sprite thing at the game was absolutely hysterical. She was great on the show. Of course, Carson, just seeing him with his family, his daughter, I thought she was really funny when, they were playing that song where she's dancing. That was a lot of fun to watch for sure. The meetings were wonderful. Loved all the meetings. And then, of course, the game. They were able to make the Jacksonville game feel very like intense and just like, oh my gosh, like this whole like one play is going to really change the Colts season. Like they did a great job with the game, just adding to stakes. And honestly, I thought this was a great first start. Absolutely loved the episode. Yeah, look, man, I can't wait for next week. And I'll have a review slash thoughts video on Thanksgiving for you guys to watch. Personally, Myself, I enjoyed it. Everything I wanted it to be and more. I can't wait to see more of the meetings. And another thing that really stuck out to me was the Colts running back coach, I believe, and Jim Irsay were sitting down, or not Jim Irsay, Chris Ballard were sitting down, and they were talking about Jonathan Taylor, saying how he's coached and seen Hall of Fame running backs, and how Jonathan Taylor might just be the best of them all. Just with how he's playing right now, if he continues to do what he's doing and continues to get better and better with how he plays, he could potentially be the best that guy has coached and seen. And it could be true. Jonathan Taylor is a monster. And like it really just emphasizes how much of a monster the guy is. And of course, at the end of the game, the Jacksonville game, he was talking with one of the Jacksonville defensive players, and he's like, "Look, you guys did a great job closing down, closing holes, did wonderful." And the Jags guy's like, "Well, he got 93 yards in the first quarter," and that was pretty funny. And then, of course, to end this week's episode, essentially, was the Jim Irsay whole thing where he did that in the locker room post game celebration after they beat Jacksonville. That was a pretty big highlight on this week's episode for sure. But yeah, me personally, absolutely love this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. Also, click the bell icon. That way you're notified whenever I upload a video or go live. Like the video, smack the like button. Let me know your thoughts below on this episode. What did you like? What did you not like? If there's things you didn't like, all that good stuff, let me know down below. And if you have a Twitter, click the link in the description down below. That's going to take you to my Twitter, horseshoe_pod. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. So with that being said, thank you very much for watching. I've been Matt, Bleed Blue. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you watch one of these other two videos. They're cool. Also, if you're new, please click the subscribe button as well as the bell icon. I greatly appreciate your support.